Hello Diamonds and welcome back to ECOLife Season 18. So I was actually thinking that it's the one season where I haven't really bought any type of vehicles until kinda like late game. So I still only use my cart that is downstairs. So I'm thinking about getting a truck this episode because I have quite a lot of money, as I have already 31 land claims from selling research papers. And about the construction that I mentioned in last episodes, it's this one. So whoever doesn't really listen to the world news, there was an incident in Japan on Friday after my recording where one of our politicians, well, didn't make it out alive, which is kind of sad, especially as Japan is considered one of the safest countries. So as that, I made a memorial sign up there. But yeah, so we've been using this trusted cards all the time, and I think it's really time to upgrade. So let's see where we can get the truck. So it should be a proper truck. I can see Back Engineering has it for 750. 1000 would be quite expensive. So let's see where it is. This is right around the corner. Excellent. Now, truck also will need gasoline. So where can we get gasoline? Hard stuff. The hard stuff is down here. We need to go there and get the gasoline from there. Okay. So the idea is first get the truck and then run over. And as truck is 750, we need to first make few buttons for that. So let's go and sell a few of the land claims. So how many do I need to make 750 happen? I'll put everything to the land claims. It's just half. Because this way I still have some money on my account to pay my rent. Now we can run over and get the vehicle. Yeah, on that pyramid we still have one truck as well. And a strange thing happening. Ooh, the dump has a lot of stuff happening. Okay. So yeah, they're not selling the other cars at the moment. It's just something that they're showing off. Spot. It does look interesting, kind of low polygon count, but huge. Yeah, I didn't really want it to move away. Go back, go back. Yeah, the game physics sometimes are a bit strange. And yeah, they also have track. And the track, like a racing car. It's called supercar. So this one is in the public area. And yeah, kind of made everything here look like it's really a junkyard. Yeah. Like inside, it looks also a bit plain. But yeah, interesting. Very interesting. And I think the big truck was somewhere running around as well. So if you find it, we can see what it looks from inside. So let's just rush to the hard stuff. Some of the names are a bit strange. Let's see. And this powered cart has been for a very long time half hidden in the ground. Yeah. Actually, I was really surprised that, like yesterday when I was playing that, like always I have a truck like within like at least for the second week, and now it's very different because now we already have the third week running, as you can maybe see from the chat. It says it has been more than 14 days since beginning. But yeah. And this time around we also have so many more players, which is very excellent. It doesn't feel ultra quiet. I think last season, that time it was like we were only like 7 players who were active. Now we have like 30. Yeah. Any differences happening. This is also quite nice building. And using the roof tiles like this kind of makes it half hidden. Yeah, I like that. This place looks really dirty. You can see the pollution seeping around. Let's park our truck right here before you buy the fuel. So literally 10 of it would be enough. It needs company car, so let the company pay. Yes. And in there. I will also make the sign ready. So I quite often just leave the closing brackets out. So let's see. Ah. I think the question was like, why you're taking the fuel? Yeah. Running. Yes. Because yeah, having a truck makes it much easier to run around and see stuff. Yeah, we are not going into the ground place. He actually asked the question. Just making sure that the question gets answered. So now, like the traveling between locations should be a lot easier. Let's see how we can utilize it. Because I have the tomato plantation in this corner at the moment, which I probably will need to work on, because there shouldn't be any plantation when I want to put the truck there. Where's my road tool? I might be blind, of course. So, here it is. So I think it doesn't work with the road tool that well. Might need to first... I can't take anything out either because I have nothing underneath, so... To turn it into... I have the black ones. 17 black ones left. Or we can just go and get a few more bricks. That's a question. I'll go and get a few more bricks. This way, at least we can make proper area for it. With the university building contests. Actually, we should take a look of that as well, so we'll quickly park here. Put my tools away so it's easy. So 2 buildings were made. I'm not sure if they are at the cost limit as it was mentioned, because they look very expensive. But they do look very good. And temporarily closed. The sign is put inside. I mean, it looks really, really good. Of course, this selling point is a little bit strange, but doesn't matter. Yeah. Okay. Many rooms. Okay. So downstairs they will have like extra storage for everything. I mean, for university it's totally fine. Yeah, I mean, it kind of looks almost like library. And well, universities have libraries, so kind of makes sense. Even like small outside area. Oh, really nice. I like it. And let's see the other variant as well. That's quite good description. Yeah. It is easy to find. So it's kind of the shop corner in one place. Like every corner has their own like research lab. But like how how can you go upstairs? Because it's only the tower that is visible. I mean, it's the visible part that is important, but when we're talking about like realism, then this one is missing the direct access, I guess. At least I can't see it anywhere, so. Like the other building has it nicely even on the sides. We didn't even look the first building upstairs. A private garden. There we go. Yeah, this one you have to find a sneaky way to get on it. And yeah, there are no doors or anything up here, which also makes it look kinda strange. Why you make a building that has no entrances for upstairs or anything like that? Like realistically, like you need a gardener to take care of those plants. Nothing can be done. Yeah, if I vote for the other building because it looks good and is more realistic. This one, it looks nice and interesting, but it's lacking many points. Yeah. Okay. This was just kind of sidetracking ourselves. Let's get few Lego pieces. There are no black ones. So I don't know. 30. I can take 40 and then use rest for something else. Maybe the entry rate should be slightly different. Let's take blue. 5 is fine. Yeah, almost everyone has a truck now, so yeah, I have enough tomatoes, so I don't really need to worry about all of that. So the only problem is how to take them up. As I mentioned, this big gap underneath. I will need to deal with that as well. Of course, we have this interesting corner. I mean, the building itself is kind of supporting it already a lot. I can take this part off. Let's take the blue ones first. What block to use? You can use the thin floor tile. You can use this one. This one, not really. Aqueduct is also nice, but I think I will use the thin floor top option. It looks nicer with the tiny borders. It's only 4 blocks wide, so we still have 1 block left in case we want to use for something. That's good. More rows of tomato plants to take off. And yeah, I also started doing some testing on my own. I'm running my own like game server in the game. I just wanted to like try out how it feels like to like do the farming and everything with the tractor. I was just wondering why was there a gap, but I think it triggered to put the block down first. I didn't even notice that. So yeah, it's like, for me it's interesting to see how the steam tractors really work and how useful they are. And as I started with that, I was also like playing with the settings a little bit, like making the recipes cost less and all that, and the experience gains to be changed. And because in the future, if I end up making my own server, I want to know what settings are like good for beginners and what I would like myself. Yeah, just to play around with those. Pretty much I've been in game for many hours, but just not on this server. Don't understand why often it fails to put the blocks down. Bit annoying. Yeah, so yeah, one downside of those blocks is that it doesn't link up with the ground that easily. So, what block woods? This one probably doesn't do either, right? Yeah, it doesn't go up. So we need literally like floor block, I guess. Yeah, floor kind of gets stuck. So then I will switch all back to floor. would make more sense to have something something that actually works. So let's do that. Of course, more work, but better to do a bit extra than hands are full already. Yeah, better to do a bit extra work than be troubled by problems. And now we can also park our truck nicely next to our shop. Lovely. Yeah, the blue is kinda just the marker that this is the area for our truck. Yeah, it looks like there's some type of light behind this store. This game is interesting. Of course, everything that we have on the truck I will put downstairs. We have a few of those. I might turn it into the ramps again. Yeah, I might change some parts here as well. Yeah, just before I started recording, I took all the tomatoes. And yeah, I have 3 blocks missing. I can take 5, so I can finish this off as well. So yeah, I was using this. I always press the G button. I haven't relinked it yet. Okay. It is a bit narrow, but as it's narrow, let's make it wider. Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, like, I like this type of style. It's open entryway. Okay, so dirt ramp basic. Let's see how many we can finish off. We can do 8. It's good. Because yeah, I sometimes have them available as well, so kind of good way to sell. But yeah, it's kind of like hidden workshop under the building. Yeah, it still has a hewn roof, even though the main building has the brick. Yeah, it actually would be good if like you could use the blocks differently. Like we know we have now the like floor tops and floor bottoms, right? I should have put it. Let's take one of those. Actually, we'll take black one. Looks nice. It would be nice if you could put together like this way, but you can put this way, I guess, at the moment. So it does make the floors a bit less, but yeah, if they were like locked down, with maybe a gap between, and I will use maybe this block as a reference. So literally if they were on one line, those two. So what I mean is that you put 2 different materials in one in-game block. Then it would be more realistic because like all the modern floors are 1 block in size anyway. This way we could have like roofs and floor, like ceilings and floors different color. But at the moment we have to lift up by 1 block. I mean, using the rounded corners idea, then it kind of makes sense still. But yeah, this is something that I hope we can have in the game in the future, and without mods, that would be quite good. But yeah, so I've been also doing more cooking after I finished many pizzas again. I will need to Then I start cooking some other stuff. So first I would need to see what did the sellouts. Can make maybe the huckleberry fritters. Even though the competition has really good costs, so maybe not. Topped porridge is out again. It sells very quickly. Root campfire salad as well. Yeah. It's a lot of cooking all the time. So let's see what's happening. Root campfire salad. That's it. We need more terror for that anyway, but let me queue it up so I can deal with the terror a bit later. At least we have something. And my person wants baked beets. Don't have any hidden in my large stock. Seems not. I need to make baked beets as well. Because I have a feeling that baked beets don't have the reserve. I will put 10 in reserve. I don't want to run out again. So baked beets. And of course I have no beet side. Ah, how lovely. You know, I can easily go and buy them, so that's not the problem. I will order up 100 of those. Now we need at least some foods. Let's try this. What else we can eat? Make our tummies a bit more full. Just a few regular tomatoes. I have to go and get all the tomatoes. So. It's interesting. There's some disconnection from the server. I was like, it's not 8 yet, so what's going on? Just small issue. And I think this farming shop always has a lot of goods, so I generally come and buy here. This truck is just easier to carry stuff around. So we were talking about beets. What, 500? Not 5,500 maybe. 25. Fine, we can use store account again because, well, store. Do I have anything else we need? Maybe not. I'm just checking the accounts that I'm ordering in, so if it's something I will need quickly or not. Let's take a few of those as well. Pineapples. Sure. 200 is fine. Papayas I still have. So let's take those as well. Put everything there. This way we can cook a bit more. As I know everyone wants food. But sometimes like I set up a lot of food that is running, and then a few hours later when I'm like working, I see the messages through the Discord and it's like, someone came and bought all your food. Then it's like, what can I do now? Okay, so or actually more. Let's put all the papayas in this one. Look at that. Seeds maybe even take out. And now all the resources in here. So hopefully it will make it easier for us to get all the food ready. And yeah, I still have 16 land claims left for future use, which is really nice. Is one of the beets ready? Yes. How long does it take? 48 seconds for each. Nearly a minute. 10 more seconds and we can have our first beets. And yeah, I changed the order in a way that it puts everything in the shipping container. I know it doesn't feel very realistic that you put food there, but this was kind of the idea. It wants even more. It's interesting, it doesn't even list it down there that I ate one. Or does some recipe take those? We'll put this one up at the moment. It's possible that my recipe took... Yeah, because it's baked foods, isn't it? So it went into my recipe, which I really don't want to happen. The tomatoes I'm more than happy to put into recipe, but yeah, I didn't know that this food went there. The tomatoes are still baking for that. And now I have to wait for the next beet to come out. Yeah, because I still have the research papers running. I mean, at the moment, there's not much use for those because, well, uni is not buying them. But yeah, this is pretty much how I made all my money for everything, so yeah. This stockpile is... oh, did have two? How come? Yeah, this stockpile hasn't been linked to the research, so good. We seem to be happy now. One fruit tart as well. But yeah, I think that's it for this video. I think it's been way longer than other videos. So yeah, I hope you liked it, and I also hope that my recording settings are now better than before, because last time after recording I noticed that the quality was not the best. I was playing around with the OBS, so hopefully now it's better. And if not, I have to start thinking about how to make it look nicer in some other ways. Maybe duplicate the screen and have separate machine recording. It's not the best option either, so I mean, I will see. I want better recordings and yeah. So if I make any mistakes in OBS or you have recommendation, you can let me know in the comments as well. But yeah, thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye.